Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the first episode of Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san, or Skilled Teaser Takagi-san. So, this is a romance comedy slice of life anime, and I suppose the premise is there are two characters. Takagi-san always teases the other character, and the other character wants to get back at her, like make her blush. I think that's the premise. And this actually has a pretty good score on MyAnimeLIst at the time of this recording. It'll probably go down, a little bit after more people watch it, but for the time being, it's really good. The voice cast is pretty good as well. I've actually heard of both the main voice actors here. And the female Takagi is voiced by Takahashi Rii, one of my favorite voice actresses, most well known for her role as the lovely Megumin. So, I'm pretty confident in this and that I'll enjoy this, more so than when I first saw it on the chart. So, let's get into it. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Studying up on his English. You don't look like a Hanako to me. Oh, the book. Man, I wonder what he's doing behind that book. Okay, not what I would have guessed, but whatever keeps you entertained, I guess. I take it that's Takagi. I was thinking about having your name in the title of the anime. It's really easy to remember. Nothing you'd be interested in. Yeah, she definitely buys that. Just that smug look. Oh my god, she slightly touched me. There wasn't really a huge amount of characters listed on the MyAnimeLIst page, so I assume 99% of the screen time will just be these two. Oh, no, there are other characters. So, who knows? It's not that funny. But yes, he clearly blushes a lot, but the challenge is making her blush. Of course, it wouldn't be that hard to make her blush, probably, if you, were willing to commit a crime or two. Are they walking on water? She is quite cute, though. I don't blame him for blushing. Yeah, it was a nice enough opening. I don't really have much to say on it. So what exactly were you making? You could just buy a Slinky. Like a normal human being. Oh, okay. Now I get what he's doing. I don't know how well it's actually gonna work, but good luck. It's gonna go everywhere if you do that. So why don't you open it for me? Hey. Yeah. I advise against this, buddy. Yeah, there's a... I knew something was gonna happen. And yeah, he basically turned the thing around back on him. So maybe she discovered what he was actually doing and was somehow able to do it faster than him. She has to kind of stifle her laughter since she's in the middle of class. Poor guy. Although there are worse things that have happened to you than a cute girl teasing you. I know, right? And yet you didn't suspect anything. Man, she is still laughing over there, to the point of tears. His face is also wet, but it's sweat rather than Tears. So far, the entire anime has just been them in the corner. Yeah, Eraser, I think, was the name of this segment. Man, no hesitation. Being very careful not to touch him. You know, cooties and all that. But yeah, the animation's solid. Just kind of keep that pose going. Not sure that's actually true, but I guess anything's worth a shot. Very suggestive hand actions on his eraser. So this is what an eraser looks like. What are you even doing? I mean, it's cute, whatever it is, but... Makes me want to put some unnecessary censorship over that eraser. But yeah, I guess she was looking for a name. You know, I actually do kind of like her. Please give it back. Nope. Oh, really? I thought she'd... There's nothing on it, dude. Relax. Yeah, you're still in class. I assume the one at the chalkboard was a class representative. She kind of looked like one. Yeah, business as usual. But yeah, I really did like that segment where she was just looking at the eraser. I don't know why. It's only episode 1, man. You got plenty of time to get her back. Oh, you're gonna write on hers? She probably deliberately gave you the opening. Your own name. Is there something already written on it? But you can't tell who that is just that. Looks just like a 7. So it's probably katakana. Since every katakana character looks like a friggin' 7. No, it's a row. Oh, low, like... Well, Japanese doesn't really have L's, but... I'm not even mad. You should at least check what the rest of it is. It could just be that one character just to troll you. Or I'm sure it's not, or at the very least, I'm sure it's not a name. It might just be an insult or something towards him. I don't know. But either way, I'm really curious at this point. Okay. And she's gonna be over there. And she was watching that the whole time. Yeah, I guess I was right. I was right about her baiting him. uh, he is nothing if not predictable. I'll get you one day. Miss. uh. Wow. His name's on the other side. I'm sure it is. But our first view outside the classroom. Because you live in Japan, mostly. It's a trap. Probably. Well, I wouldn't just throw it away. I'm sure it'll work out for you, too. Yeah, thinking about her wakes him up, I bet it does. She probably can't hear you. Way to ruin the fun. Because she knows you're going to be there early. Are you going to... I can feel her. I mean, there's not that many places to hide. Wow. Like, it would just say her name on her shoes. You really are not the sharpest knife in the drawer, so I don't think you're ever going to be able to get her back. Why is there a space in between the N and the O? Yeah, I bet that's what's happening here. No, she wouldn't. At least you're aware of that much. Yes, as expected of Takagi-san. Man, he is so on edge. Yeah, because somebody would really say that just to themselves in an empty classroom. I'm sure she'll fall for that. I found you, broom. Yeah, that was obvious. It does beg the question, though. Where is she? No, she's in the bathroom. It would be really funny if he was just seeing things and she was never here to begin with. Oh, jeez. uh... where you least would expect. Yeah, it wouldn't be fun if she couldn't see you. She kind of always looks like that. I Apparently she lives for teasing him. Well, it kind of does, because we, like, very rarely see any other characters. Yeah, he really is easy to make blush. Could it be that you wrote my name on your eraser? There's the other characters. Clearly the Genki one. But yeah, so much for it just being your world. But yeah, the morning person and the non-morning people. I mean, it almost looks like she's slightly blushing, but... How many times are you gonna fall over before class? The one place I can be alone from her. I'm applying my makeup, don't bother me. Yeah, that'd be a lost cause. That's more reasonable, yes. And it matches with the title of the segment. Because I don't want to call them chapters because this is an anime, but clearly these are different chapters all put together in one episode. So I usually just call them segments. I never would have guessed that. Hey, everybody's got to have some talent. Some are less impressive than others, though. I somehow doubt that's how this is gonna go, but we'll see. She seems to have her hand on her face a lot. I'm not complaining because she just looks cuter that way, but... She's eventually gonna have a handprint there. I don't know how he can always look so confident no matter how many times he fails. Phrasing, man. Wow. What do you even say to that? Wow, literally sent it back at him again. And yet she was still ready with a mirror. I kind of want to see her face, not his, right now. Squeeze it tighter and glare more. Words to live by. We all want things in life, but sometimes they're too difficult to obtain. But yeah, her having Takahashi Reed's voice does help a lot. Yeah, it just helps the series in general. Yeah, I figured he was going to get mad at him again. I didn't think he'd be 2 inches in front of him, but I definitely got the point across he's a scary teacher. But he got a chuckle out of him. So, plan sort of succeeded. At the very least, it's not a complete failure. He always seems so surprised. Yeah, you should probably just stop for now. Did time stop? Because this is not Kokoku. I mean, if I was in the position, I probably would spend most of the class looking at you. But yeah, again, it looks like she's blushing now, but obviously not as much as him. He just wants to get kicked out of class, doesn't he? But yeah, Takahashiri also voices Amelia, and some of her laughing reminded me of that one Amelia laughing scene with between Puck and Subaru being silly. Amelia from ReZero, if that wasn't obvious. But yeah, that actually went by pretty quickly. It was a pretty enjoyable first episode. Although, with all anime with a kind of formula like this, I can see it getting stale fairly quickly. If they don't handle it right. The pattern of she does something to embarrass him. He tries to get back at her, she counters him, she laughs, he gets in trouble. I don't know how much of a role these side characters will play, because they showed up very briefly and didn't really do much. And I guess the ending is just her riding her back to school. I mean, what more do you really need from an ending? I guess it's better than a token. And I guess the friends did show up again. Those are quite the eyebrows. Guessing she found 100 yen. Yeah, you look very suspicious. Yeah, that's the money. That's what she was doing the splits. I was gonna comment on that, but just push her over. Or pick her up. That's actually a lot better. I don't know why she didn't suggest that at first. It's 100 yen. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, it really was the same token from earlier. She's just an idiot. I don't think that's the case. And that's why you should have picked it up, man, because this wouldn't have happened if I... So, that was the first episode of Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san. I'm having a little bit trouble remembering this name, but I'll get it eventually. So, it was a really good first episode. I absolutely love Takagi. Like, she's great. Obviously, Takahashi revoicing her makes it better, but she's cute. I like her smile, her laugh. just a lot of the just general movements and stuff that she does. I don't know. I just enjoy her being on screen, really. And yes, she does a very good job at teasing him, but to be fair, he's a very easy target, to be honest. And she made it pretty clear that she lives for that, really. To the point where she wakes up early to go to school just to tease him, and successfully doing so, I might add. I never would have predicted she was behind that curtain. I really was curious where she was at that point, but I was just starting to wonder, like, hey, maybe she's just not in the classroom at all. But no, she was there, and she just popped out, knocked him over. Of course, he fell over again later, not too long after that, but... So yes, it's very obvious that those two like each other. Like, Takagi had Nishikata's name written on her eraser. It was on the other side. He just read the wrong side. So it was a pretty risky gamble on her part, but luckily it paid off for her, and she, he read the look in the hallway segment. Although I'm sure Poifer wanted him to read the other half, so I guess it would have been fine either way. My favorite part was definitely just her staring at his eraser. It took me a while to realize what she was doing, for some reason. I guess I'm just slow. But she was trying to subtly imply that he had a name written on it when he didn't, to the point where he was starting to doubt, wait, did someone else write a name on there? Did I write a name on there and just forget? That kind of thing. And I don't know, just the way she was looking at it's just, that scene probably wasn't meant to be erotic, but during the whole thing, I couldn't help but imagine that eraser as something else, and just some of the faces that she was making while looking at it, man, that was a very nice scene. Of course, with a series like this, it does kind of fall into the trap where if they don't shake up the formula a little bit, it will progressively get stale and less enjoyable as you go on as you get closer and closer to the end. So hopefully it does find ways to keep it interesting. I hope the other side characters do get to play more of a role, because I'm sure even they could probably help out a little bit with the teasing if you want to get really elaborate with it. And I'm sure Takagi has no shortage of fun things that she could do to Nishikata. I keep wanting to call him Nishikawa, but no, Nishikata. Takagi's name is easy to remember because it's in the title, and I like her, so much easier to remember than Nishikata, but oh well. But yeah, he just kept getting in trouble over and over again. You'd think he would quit after a while, or at least take a break, because a teacher can only yell at you so much before he just kicks you out of the class, or throws a chalk piece at you, or smacks you with a book, or makes you stand in the hallway holding buckets of water, all sorts of crazy Japanese punishments that teachers do. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I'll definitely continue with it, so. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.